y'all, I'm gonna be reviewing period swimwear. Now, I didn't even know this was a thing until I was doing research for my PFAS free period underwear video that I posted a month ago. And when I saw these, I was so excited because for me, I can't wear tampons like at all. It creates horrible cramps, and cups and discs kind of freak me out. Also, I bleed so heavy that I feel like I would fill them up like every 30 minutes. So when I saw period swimwear that's like the same technology as period underwear, I was so freaking excited because I live in Arizona, so it's like hot all the time. And you know, even when I'm on my period, I want to go at the pool and swim around and stuff. So I was super interested to see, do they work? How do they work? What are the drawbacks with them? So we're gonna get into all those questions in this video, so stay tuned. And there's gonna be some TMI parts, and I'll let y'all know if you want to fast forward that. But with that being said, let's get started. So the period swimwear that I got is from the brand Modibodi. Now, I did also get another pair from a different company called Lavova. It was a one piece, but the proportions were so off. It wasn't even wearable, like it would have flashed people, so I just returned that. But Modibodi is PFAS free. They have like one pieces, bikinis, teen swimwear, like a teen swim category. Now, they only had light absorbency when I was shopping months ago, but they did just drop a medium absorbency, but I'm only gonna be trying out the light one. I did get two different types to try. They are the same kind of style of cut of Brazilian brief, and they're both $33 right now on their website. It did go up from when I shopped, like $5, which is kind of odd to raise the price like that, but you know, companies do what companies do. Now, I wanted to get a black pair because it's not gonna show the blood at all. And then I also wanted to try the light color because I'm like, is it gonna leak through? Are you gonna be able to see it? And these are different fabrics. This is kind of like more of a like stretchy kind of like, I don't even know how to explain this type of fabric. But then this is just like kind of the standard bikini material. So I want to try these both out. And with that being said, let's get into the tests and the TMI bits of it all. So when I tested these out, my flow is probably moderate. Like, if I had a light tampon in, I would probably need to change it in like an hour or two. So it's not my heaviest part of my flow, but it definitely was like probably heavier than what a light absorbency would be able to handle. But I wanted to test it with a heavier flow to really put these to the test. When I put these on, the fit is good. You can't see like the lining in the black pair, but with the blue pair, you can see the lining. Like, it just sticks out by how they fit, and because I think they're light colored, you can obviously see that something's there, and it looks off because normal bikinis don't have that lining. I wouldn't feel comfortable wearing these light pair around a bunch of people that I didn't know because this like line sticks out. So that's not flattering and you know, kind of like, But I really like the fit of the blue pair for some reason better than the black pair. Like, I don't know why they kind of fit differently. Maybe it's because this is kind of like thicker than this. As you can see, it has this extra different material on top. It creates it to be a little bit thicker, whereas this is like normal bikini, so it's like super thin. When I wore these, I had these on not even 30 minutes. You know, when I was just sitting there dry, it worked perfectly fine. But the moment I got in the water, now the pool is completely like clear blue, and I'll play a little video of me in the water, but when I got in the water, you could kind of see like it changed color a little bit. And when I got out of the water, I sat down on my towel, and I was noticing I was leaving little blood marks on my towel. Now, I hadn't even had it on for 30 minutes, so there shouldn't have been that much blood in the period swimwear, not enough to leak through or anything. That's something like, I don't know how you would get around it with swimwear. Where is the blood isn't gonna just like disappear, right? Blood is red. So when it gets wet, like if you think about it when you're in the shower and you're like kind of flowing heavy and you get out of the shower, blood is dripping down your leg because, you know, the water like dilutes it and then it goes. It's the same thing with period swimwear. Like, where is it gonna go? And when you wash it, the blood is obviously gonna come out. So it's like the same thing when you're in the water, right? It's like washing the blood out. This is an Australian brand, which I'm wondering if they made this with like the thought in mind of going in the ocean where you're not gonna see any blood, because obviously the water isn't like clear blue like a pool. But when you get out and like if you're flowing like, you know, kind of moderately, it's still gonna like sometimes run down your leg, be a little bit red running down your leg, or if you sit on your towel, you're gonna leave blood marks because it's diluted, more liquid, and it's gonna get places. So I was noticing it on my towel and I wasn't even down there for like 30 minutes. Like the first moment I got in the water, I was like getting blood on places, and now luckily no one was down there. Nobody noticed. I also tried these when I got back into my apartment. Like I just put them on, I wore them for a couple hours, and when it's dry, it doesn't bleed through at all, like even with my moderate flow. So that was really nice. But then I put them in water to see, and I'll play a little clip. This is the TMI part, so fast forward if you don't want to see what it looks like when it gets wet after having what the water would look like if you like get in the pool or something. Like this is TMI, but I want to show you guys so you guys can kind of like visualize what it looks like. So yeah, keep that in mind. Fast forward if you don't want to see this like little TMI bit. When I got these wet, since the blood is more liquid, right, it gets on the outside and then it stains the outside red. I would not get colored period swimwear. I would only get black, because when they get wet and the blood is more liquid and like easier to get around places, you're gonna see blood marks on the blue fabric, which is not good. And then I let them sit to dry overnight. Like I just hung them up to dry and they were still wet in the morning. So it was like over 12 hours and they were still wet. So they're not like fast drying, which you would think swimwear is. Like both pairs were still wet. Overall, it's really sad. I just don't think period swimwear has the technology yet. Like I just don't see how period swimwear would even work, which is really unfortunate. Like I said, I can't wear tampons, so I'm just gonna have to, you know, not swim during that week. I only see these working if you're like lightly spotting. But then if you're lightly spotting, you can just wear your normal black swimwear because you're not gonna be able to really see it. But if you are like worried if you're like lightly spotting, then you could get these and be perfectly fine, I think, because spotting it's not really gonna like, you know, flush out or anything or like drip. But that's like what, 1 to maybe 2 days of your period, like the very first day to the very last day. It's like at that point, save the 30 bucks and just don't go swimming on those 2 days. I don't know, y'all. Unfortunately, I had to give these like a 0 out of 10. They don't work. It is so sad. Like I think they should have really focused on, I don't even know how you would fix it, to be honest. Like I just don't think period swimwear can be a thing right now. Like how would you make something? Because obviously you need to get the blood out when you wash it. So where's it gonna go? And when you get in a pool that's like clear colored, it's gonna get everywhere. And then if you sit on a towel, it's gonna also get places. So yeah, I just don't think it works unless you want to do it like a backup for like your disc or cup or tampon. I don't think it's something you can wear if you're like the free flow. So yeah, definitely a 0 out of 10, y'all. I'm so sad about this because I was so excited. I was like, oh my god, period swimwear, that's so freaking cool. I hope it works. And it just doesn't work. But I did review Modibodi as a whole company, and I'll have that video linked. So check that out if you're curious about Modibodi in general and their period underwear. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you would like to see next, want me to try out, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.